Okay, so let's have number 84. So Aaron left LA to drive 55 miles per hour towards Las Vegas. Mike left LA an hour after Aaron also towards Las Vegas, driving at 70 miles per hour. How long will it take Mike to overtake Aaron? Okay, so take note po dito, ang nangyari is that merong nauna sa kanilang dalawa. So mas nauna si Aaron kaysa kay Mike kasi sabi niya dito, Mike left LA an hour ago after Aaron. Or sorry, an hour after Aaron. So sige. So kung may mga ganitong problem, ang gagawin lang natin dito is that gawa na lang tayo ng table. Okay? So table which has the parameters velocity, time, and yung distance natin. Okay? So para makita natin yung mga parameters natin dito na dalawa. So which is si Aaron at saka si Mike. So si Aaron at saka si Mike. Okay, so si Aaron, meron siyang bilis na 55 miles per hour towards Las Vegas. So 55 miles per hour. So si Mike naman, yung kanyang velocity is 70 miles per hour. Okay, dito. So yung time nila, hindi sinabi kung ilang oras silang nag-travel from LA towards Las Vegas, pero ang alam natin dito is that mas nauna si Aaron ng isang oras kaysa kay Mike. So therefore, magdadagdag tayo ng isang oras dun sa um, time ni Aaron kasi siya yung nauna, mas nauna. So therefore, this is, let's say this is T plus 1 and yung time naman ni Mike, that is T. Okay? So, bakit may plus 1 dito? Kasi mas nauna si Aaron. So, ahead siya. So, 1 hour ahead. Ngayon, kung kukunin natin yung distance natin from LA to Vegas, so since walang sinabi dito kung gaano kalayo yan, so parameters pa rin natin dyan. So kukunin na lang natin yan sa V at saka T. So paano natin kukunin? So from the formula V is equal to S over T. So therefore S is equal to V times T. Okay, so therefore this is now 55 multiplied by T plus 1. And yung ating S dito ni Mike is 70 times T. Okay? Yan. So ngayon, ang tinatanong is gaano katagal para ma-overtake ni Mike si Aaron. As you can see, no, mas nauna si Aaron pero mas mabilis si Mike. Okay? Mas mabilis si Mike. So therefore, tendency is that ma-overtaken ni Mike si Aaron. Okay? Yan. So sa overtaking point natin, anong mangyayari doon? Magpapang-abot sila. Okay? Since magpapang-abot sila, edi ang distance na travel nila sa bawat isa sa kanila will be equal kasi nga magpapang-abot sila. Okay? So therefore, at overtaking point, magpapang-abot sila. So therefore, yung S ni Aaron is equal sa S ni Mike. Okay? So therefore, pwede nating i-equate yung dalawang ito. So therefore, this is now, okay, 55 or baliktarin natin. O tama, tama lang. So 55 multiplied by T plus 1 is equal to 70 times T. Okay? So therefore, what's now your time equal to? Okay, so this is now 55 multiplied by x plus 1 is equal to 70 times x. So shift solve lang tayo. So this is now equal to, okay, 3.667. 3.667 hours. Ngayon kung gagawin natin yan um, in hours and minutes. So, press lang natin yung AC. Okay, press natin yung AC, tapos yung answer. Press natin yung answer. Tapos, i-press natin tong DMS dito. So, yung DMS, so that is degrees, minutes, and seconds. So, yung itsura nito is yan, yan, tapos dito. So, ito siya, oh. Sa may katabi ng negative sign. Okay? Ayan siya. So, that is 3 hours and 40 minutes. Okay? So, DMS. So, TE now is equal to 3 hours and 40 minutes. Okay? So, therefore, the answer is letter A. Okay? So, next tayo. Punta tayo sa next type of problem, clock problems tayo. So, sa clock natin, as you can see, so that is from 1 to 12 now. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? So, yung bawat angle dito, sa pagitan nila is 30 degrees. Kasi nga, so yung theta natin is 360 degrees in one revolution or isang paikot na yan. So, kung hahatiin natin yan sa 12, so therefore 360 divided by 12. So, yung bawat o'clock dyan is 30 degrees. Okay? Ayan. So, 12 tapos 1, yung magkatabing ganyan is 30 degrees. Okay? Ayan. So, ngayon, dapat alam natin itong concept na ito kasi nga meron tayong tinatawag dito na reference angle. So, mamaya explain ko mamaya sa inyo yan. So, sa pagkuha or pag deal sa mga clock problems, ang usually na tinatanong dito is how many minutes? Okay? So, will it take? Okay? So, usually mga minuto ang tinatanong dito. Kaya meron tayong specified na formula dito. Okay? Ito derived na to na formula. So, gamit na gamit ito. Okay? So, therefore, yung minute natin, okay, how many minutes is equal to 2 over 11 multiplied by theta reference plus or minus theta destination. Okay, so ano yung ibig sabihin ng plus and minus dito? So kung plus, so unahin ko na yung, muna yung minus pala. Okay, so kung minus, so minute hand is behind the hour hand. Okay, kapag plus naman, so minute hand is ahead. Mas nauna na. So ahead the hour hand. Okay. So yan yung gagamitin natin no kapag plus. So kapag minus, behind, mas nahuhuli pa yung yung hour hand. Mas nauuna si hour hand kaysa kay minute hand. Okay? So yan. Sir, ano tong reference na to? Okay, for example, may sinabi sa inyong time, 1 o'clock. So therefore, yung itsura niyan, bibilangin nyo lang yung kung ilang degree siya. Okay, for example, 4 o'clock. So kapag 4 o'clock, di ba pa ganyan? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 4. Ayusin ko lang. Yan. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So, bibilangin lang natin, no? Itong lahat ng to. So, therefore, ilang degrees ito lahat? So, apat na hati. So, 30 times 4. So, therefore, that is 120 degrees. So, therefore, yung reference mo dito theta ref is equal to 120 degrees. Yung destination naman kung saan papapunta, yung minute hand mo. Okay? So, sige. So, ipakita ko na sa inyo kung paano ginagamit ito. Okay, so sige. Let's have the next problem, number 85. So, what time after 3 o'clock will the hands of the clock be together for the first time? Okay, so drawing ko lang yung 3 o'clock, no? So, ito yung minute hand, ito yung hour hand. So, ito, 12, 1, 2, then 3. Okay? Ayan. So, yung theta reference natin dito is equal to ilang degrees? 90 degrees. Okay? Ayan. Ngayon, ang goal natin dito is yung destination, okay? Kung saan papatungo yung minute hand natin dyan. So, ang gusto ng problem, yung hands ng clock will be together for the first time. So, magmi-meet sila. So, therefore, pag ganyan siguro na. Okay? So, pero hindi siya eksakto na nasa 3:15. Okay? So, siguro naka-incline siya ng konti. Okay? So, ilang oras yun? Okay? Or anong oras yun? Okay? So, sige. Using your formula, m is equal to 2/11 multiplied by your theta reference plus or minus theta destination. Okay, so yung destination, ano natin dito, angle, since magkatapat sila, so walang angle na mapo-form. So therefore, this is 0 degrees. So be together for the first time kasi. Okay? So together for the first time. So therefore, yung theta destination is 0 degrees. So therefore, yung m natin dito is equal to 2/11 multiplied by 90 degrees plus 0. Or sabihin natin minus 0. Okay? So, plus or minus 0, okay lang yan kasi 0 naman yung idadagdag natin dyan. So, therefore, your m now is equal to what? So, 2/11 multiplied by 90 minus 0. So, therefore, the answer is 16.363636. So, 16.363636. So, therefore, the time is, so after 16 minutes no. So, therefore, the time is 3:16 and 36 seconds. So, letter A. O, try natin yung number 86 pa. So, this is another clock problem. So, at what time between 4 and 5 o'clock will the hands of a watch point in opposite direction? So, ibig sabihin, it's between 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Okay? So, therefore, yung reference time natin dito is 4 o'clock. Okay? 4 o'clock kasi hindi siya lalagpas dapat ng ano, 'di ba? 5 o'clock. Okay, so sige, draw natin. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so pag ganyan. So ilan to? So yung theta natin dito is equal to 120 degrees. Okay? So theta reference. Ngayon, ang gusto natin is this. So will the hands of the watch point in opposite direction? So kung opposite direction, edi magiging ganito siya. So nandito yung 4, nandito sa kabila yung minute hand. Okay? So sigurado lampas na yan sa 4. Tama po ba? Kasi papunta na yan sa 5. So parang pa ganyan siya. So nandito yung 4, nandito na yung 5. Yan. So yan siya. So ano yung theta reference natin dyan? So eto. yung pagitan ng dalawang to. As you can see, ano nangyari dito sa minute hand? Nilagpasan niya na si R hand. So therefore, yung theta destination natin dito is equal to positive 180 degrees. Okay? Opposite directions. So, bakit positive ulit? Kasi nga, nalagpasan niya na. So, ahead na si R, minute hand. So, minute is ahead. Okay? Ayan. Nalagpasan niya si R hand. So, therefore, using the formula, so M is equal to 2 over 11 multiplied by your theta reference plus or minus theta destination. So therefore, this is now equal to 2 over 11 multiplied by theta reference, that is 120 degrees. So plus, okay, ahead kasi. So plus 180 degrees. So therefore, what's now the time equal to? Or the minute hand equal to? So 2 over 11 multiplied by 120 plus 180. So that is 54.5454. So 54.5454. Or the time is, so time is 4:54:54. Okay, that is letter B. Okay? So next na tayo, sa work problems na tayo. So this is the second to the last na topic natin, or hindi pa, may dalawa pa. Okay? So Diophantine at saka Venn diagram. Okay. So sige, i-ano natin to? I-discuss natin tong work problems. So there are 4 cases for work problems, no? So case number 1 is man-hour work problems or man-hour days work problems. So take note po, for a man-hour, over 1 unit of work is constant. Okay? So yung ratio ng man-hour versus dun sa kung ilan yung i-work mo, that is constant. Okay? So pwede rin ito. So man-hour times days all over 1 unit or per unit, that is equal to constant. Okay? So that's the first case. Ito medyo madali lang to. Kasi nga ratio and proportion lang to. Okay? So next, case number 2. So working together or together mode. Okay? For example, merong tinatapos na bahay, okay? Then you are working together. For example, si Alan, si Philip, at saka si Samuel, nag-work together para ano yung bahay, okay? Matapos yung bahay. Okay, so ito yung case number 2. So take note po, the rate of any individual. So kapag pinag-usapan natin yung tag-iisang tao, so yung rate of work is equal to 1 all over time na kung kailan niya matatapos. Ulitin ko, 1 over time na kailan niya matatapos. So that's the rate of any individual. Kaya kung kukunin natin yung number of hours working together, so therefore this is now equal to what? So 1 over TA plus 1 over TB plus dot 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 plus 1 over TN is equal to 1 all over the time together. Okay, so ito yung naka-equate dito. So this is time working together. How about itong mga to? Okay, so this is the individual time. So individual time kapag they are working alone. Okay? Ayan. So, yung TA, TB, TN na yan. Individual time we're working alone. Okay? Ito, case 3, iniwan mode. Okay? So, paano naman kapag, for example, nagtatrabaho kayo, then suddenly umalis si Samuel, natira si Philip at saka si John. So, para tapusin yung work na yon, iniwan ni Samuel yung dalawa. So, that's under case number 3. Okay? Ayan. So, for example, meron tayong tatlong tao. Okay? Dito. So, that is 1/T1 plus 1/T2 plus dot times yung time na gumawa pa sila nung buo pa sila. Okay? Nung buo pa sila. Kung ilang oras yun na kung saan buo pa silang gumagawa ng work na yon. Then plus, okay? 1/T1 plus 1/T2 plus dot. So, siguro may umalis sa kanila. Okay? Ayan. So, multiplied by kung ilang oras silang nag-work na kung saan nawala na yung isa or dalawa. Okay? So, TB yon. And this is now equal to 1. So, mamaya, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung ano yan. So, merong sample problem dito sa problem set natin. Okay? We have also case number 4. Undoing mode. So, ano naman tong undoing mode? For example, si pipe 1 and pipe 2 pinupuno yung tangke. Okay? 1 all over time nung pipe 1 plus 1 all over time ng pipe 2. Pero take note po, yung pipe 3, tinatanggal niya yung laman nung tangke. They are undoing the work done by T1 at saka T2 or pipe 1 at saka ng pipe 2. So therefore, that is minus. Okay, minus, okay, yung time or rate ni pipe 3 na ina-undo yung natapos ng dalawa. And this is now equal to 1. 1 over the time together. Ayan. So, that's case number 4. O sige, try natin mag-solve ng mga work problems. Okay, number 86. Ito medyo madali pa tong number 86 kasi case 1 lang to. So, a road can be constructed by 12 employees. So, 12 employees working 8 hours a day. So, 8 hours a day for 30 days. So, 30 days. Okay, yan. So kaya nilang magawa yung ano, yung road na yon or isang work na yon within 30 days for 8 hours and that is 12 employees. Now to speed up the completion or to speed the completion of the project, a contractor deploys 30 employees to complete the project in 16 days. Okay, ngayon so si condition 2. So condition number 2, si contractor daw, ang kinuha niya is 30 employees. So syempre, the more the merrier, di ba? Ayan. So yung kanyang contract is 16 days. Ngayon, ito yung tanong. How many hours a day must the employees work in order to finish the construction work? So how many hours a day? So let's say X hours a day. Kasi ito yung hinahanap. So ito yung required. Okay. Yan. So, ratio and proportion lang to, case 1. Man-hour problem lang to. Kasi meron tayong man, meron tayong number of hours, meron tayong number of days. So, this is man, hour, days is equal to constant. Okay? Ayan. So therefore, that is man R days in case number 1 is equal to man R days ng case number 2 or ng condition number 2. So, dalawa yung condition natin dito. Condition 1, condition 2. So, therefore, pwede na nating substitute yan dito. So, man R. So, that is 12 times 8 times the number of days. So, this is now 30 days is equal to case 2. So, 30 employees times yung ating time taken per day. So, that is X multiplied by how many days? 16 days. So, therefore, what's now your number of hours equal to? So, that is 12 times 8 times 30 is equal to 30 times X times 16. So therefore, ilang hours? 6 hours per day. So therefore, the answer is letter A. Next, number 87. So A and B working together can finish a painting or painting a home in 6 days. Okay, working together, no? So A and B working together. So that is 1 over A plus 1 over B working together. That is can finish a job in 6 days. So that is 1 over the time taken together. So that is 1 over 6. So this is under case 2. Working together mode. So tama ba ako? Okay? So dito, no? So from your case number 2, ayan. So individual time when working alone, so 1 over A plus 1 over B is equal to 1 all over time working together. Ito yon. Time working together, ito working alone. Okay? Ayan. So A working alone can finish it in 5 days less than B. Okay? So meron tayo ditong condition. A working alone can finish it in 5 days less than B. Mas mabilis daw si A kaysa kay B. Okay? So, less than 5 days daw ni B. So, therefore, A is equal to B minus 5. Okay? So, this is now your equation number 2. So, this is equation 1, equation 2. Okay? Ayan. So, therefore, this is to equation to unknowns. So, hindi tayo pwedeng makapag dito, simultaneous equation kasi hindi naman linear equation tong equation number 1. So, we will do it by substitution. Substitution. Kasi nga, hindi nga linear equation tong first equation natin. So, substitute 2 to 1. Okay, so therefore, this is now equal to 1 over A, but 1 over A is B minus 5 plus 1 over B is equal to 1 over 6. So, makukuha natin yung time ng B, working alone. So, therefore, this is now 1 all over X minus 5 plus 1 all over X is equal to 1 over 6. Okay, so therefore, yung B is 15 days. So therefore, CA, so kukunin natin si A. So substitute this to equation number 2. Okay, so therefore, A now is equal to B minus 5. So therefore, 15 minus 5 is equal to 10 days. So therefore, okay, yung kanilang time is A is equal to 10 days. B is equal to 15 days working alone. Letter, okay, letter A. O next, number 88 or 89 na pala. So Jane, Paul, and Peter can finish painting the fence in 2 hours. So they are working together nito, no? So sabihin natin si Jane, si Paul, P. Tapos Q na lang si Peter, no? Working alone. Okay? Yan. So 1 all over yung rate ni Jane working alone plus 1 all over yung rate ni Paul working alone plus 1 all over rate ni Peter working alone is equal to 1 all over time taken together. So that is 2 hours. So this is equation number 1. Now, if Jane does the job alone, she can finish it in 5 hours. So therefore, Jane daw is equal to 5 hours. So sinabi niya na dito yung individual time ni Jane. So si Paul naman daw does the job alone, he can finish it in 6 hours. Okay. So how long will it take for Peter to finish the job alone? So i-substitute lang natin to, no? So substitute J is equal to 5 tapos B is 6 dito sa first equation natin. So therefore, this is now 1 over 5 plus 1 over 6 plus 1 over Q is equal to 1/2. So therefore, makukuha natin si Q. And ano na si Q? So 1 over 5 plus 1 over 6 plus 1 over X is equal to 1/2. So therefore, this is now equal to, okay, 7.5 hours. Letter A. Okay? So, punta na tayo sa next. So, ito case 2 to, no? Punta tayo sa case 4. Ito, may undoing na nangyayari dito or merong tinatanggalan. Okay? Dito. Sa number 89. 90 na dito sa page. Okay. So, a tank can be filled by pipe A in 3 hours. Okay? So, pipe A 3 hours, pipe B 5 hours. When the tank is full, it can be drained by pipe C in 4 hours. So take note po, finifill ni pipe A and pipe B yung tangke. Ngayon, ang ginagawa naman ni pipe C, dinidrain naman niya. Okay? So if the tank is initially empty and all the 3 pipes are open, how many hours will it take to fill up the tank? So this is under case number 4. Okay, so undoing things. So unahin natin si pipe A. So 1 over A plus 1 over B. Tapos ina-undo ni pipe C yung work ni A at saka ni B. So minus 1 over C is equal to 1 over T. Okay, so therefore this is now 1 over 3 plus 1 over 5 minus 1 over 4 is equal to 1 over T. Okay, so therefore what's now your T equal to? So working together. So that is 1 over 3 plus 1 over 5 minus 1 over 4 is equal to 1 over working together. Time taken working together. So this is now equal to 3.5294, but take note po yung choices natin is improper fraction. So sige, ano ko muna to? Kopyahin ko lang to. So pero hindi ito yung gusto nating sagot, no? So, convert lang natin yan sa mixed form. So, press AC, then press answer. That is 60 over 17 or, so press AC, press answer, then equals, then press natin yung Shift SD. Okay? Sige, gawin natin. So, Shift SD. So, ito siya. So, ito na yung lumabas na mix form niya. So, kung gusto natin mix form, yan lang yung gagawin natin. So, therefore, this is the time. So, 3 and 9 over 17. So, paki-troubleshoot to, this must be 7. Lahat yan 7. So, 3 and 9 over 17, which is letter A. Troubleshoot. Oh, ito na yung case number 3, yung iniwan mo. Okay, number 90. So, two mechanics were working on your car. So, one mechanic can complete the given job in 6 hours, but the new kid that she's training take 8 hours to do the same job. Okay, so yung pangalawang bida na natin dito is kayang ma-complete yung trabaho within 8 hours. So yung una, 6 hours. Yung pangalawa, 8 hours. Okay. So they are working together for the first 2 hours. So they work together for the first 2 hours. Okay. They work together for the first 2 hours. But then, the first mechanic left to help another mechanic on a different job. Iniwan niya si second mechanic. Okay? Yan. So, how long will it take the new kid to finish fixing your car? Okay? So, ilan yung time taken for for the new kid to finish the car. So, this is under case number 3. Iniwan mode. Okay? So, take note po si A, mechanic A, first mechanic. So, 6 hours. Si B, yung new kid, 8 hours. Okay, so eto, they work together. So, together with 2 hours. Okay, yan. O, sige, i-formulate natin. So, this is now 1 over 6 plus 1 over 8 multiplied by the time working together. So, this is multiplied by 2 plus iniwan na siya. So, ito, so, first mechanic left. Okay, so therefore, meron tayong plus dito. Ito na yung iniwan mo. So, multiplied by, okay, so sino na lang natira? New kid left. Or new kid only na lang. Finish the job. So, therefore, that is now 1 all over 8 multiplied by the time working to finish it. So, this is now multiplied by time ni new kid. And this is now equal to 1. Okay? Ayan. So, how long will the new kid finish the job? So, therefore, that's TB. So, this is now equal to what? So, 1 all over 6. Sige, kulang. 1 all over 6 plus 1 all over 8. multiplied by 2 plus 1 all over 8 multiplied by x is equal to 1. Okay, so therefore, solving now here. So 3.333. So ito siya, 3.333. Pero hindi yan yung gusto natin. So press lang natin yung AC, then press answer. May lalabas na dyan. Okay, 10 over 3. So the answer is 10 over 3. Letter C. Okay. Punta na tayo sa next question. Okay, this is now under ratio and proportion. So for ratio and proportion problems, no? So dagdagan ko na lang yung lecture notes natin dito. So for ratio and proportion, so ang kailangan natin dito, so requirements is 2 or more conditions. Okay? Yan. So kapag wala siyang 2 or more conditions, then hindi tayo makakapag-ratio and proportion. Okay? So ito, ginagamit ito sa EE. Okay? So lalong-lalo na sa mga DC machineries na problem and even sa AC machines na problem. So kaya paki-practice itong ratio and proportion ninyo. Okay? Number 91. So given that W varies directly as the product of X and Y. So take note po, W varies directly as the product of X and Y. Kapag sinabi mong inversely naman, so kapag sinabi mong inverse, yun naman ay nasa denominator. So inversely as the square of the Z. Okay? So that is Z squared. So take note that W is equal to 4 when x equal to 2, y equal to 6, and z equal to 3. Okay, so this is your condition 1. So find the value of W. So big sabihin may condition 2 tayo dito. Hahanapin daw natin si W when x equal to 1, y equal to 4, then z equal to 2. Okay? Ayan. So this is a problem for ratio and proportion. Kasi nga meron tayong dalawang condition dito. Okay? Condition 1 and condition number 2. So using this relationship, so therefore W is directly proportional to xy over z squared. So mag-formulate tayo ng equation dito. Okay? So this is now equal to what? So second condition, so W2 over W1 is equal to what? Okay, so take note po dito, no? Ayan. So lahat ng mga subscript dapat dito is kapantay yung mga nandito. Okay? And also dito sa baba, yung subscript natin dito na 1, dapat pare-pares rin yung nandito. Okay, so sige, pakita natin. So W2 over W1 is equal to X2, Y2 over Z2 squared all over X1, Y1 all over Z1 squared. So as you can see, no, dapat magkakatapat sila. Okay? Ayan. So ganyan lang po mag-solve ng ratio and proportion. Okay? So, move ko lang. Ayan siya. So therefore, this is now equal to what? So W2 over W1, which is equal to 4, is equal to X2. So yung X2 natin ay 1 multiplied by 4 all over 2 squared all over x1, so this is 2, multiplied by y1, condition 1 to, no? So 6 all over 3 squared. So therefore, shift solve. Shift solve lang tayo dito. So W2 is equal to ilan? Yan. So therefore, this is now x over 4 is equal to 1 times 4 all over 2 squared all over 2 times 6 all over 3 squared. So solve for x. So therefore, W2 is 3. Okay? So therefore, that's letter B. Okay, next tayo. Another ratio and proportion pa rin na problem. So the electric power which a transmission line can transmit it proportional to the product of its design voltage and current capacity. Okay, so the power daw is proportional to the product of its design voltage and current capacity. So P is directly proportional to, okay, yung voltage and yung kuryente, and inversely, so all over yan, okay, inversely to the transmission distance, or that's your D. Okay, so ito yung ating proportion. Okay. So, a 115 kilovolt line rated at 1,000 amperes. So, take note po. That's the voltage, no? 115 kilovolt at I equal to 1,000 amperes can transmit P that is equal to 150 megawatts over the distance of 150 kilometers. Okay. Now, the question is this. How much power? So, ilan daw yung power na matatransmit niya in megawatts? So, therefore, may condition number 2 na naman tayo dito. So, ilan daw yung power na madidistribute niya? Okay? So, within a 230 kilovolts line rated at I equal to 1,500 amperes, and yung ating distance dito is 100 kilometers. So, meron na naman tayo ditong condition 1, condition 2. So, this is now a problem for ratio and proportion. Okay? So, therefore, this is now equal to what? Okay? So, therefore, that is P2 over P1 is equal to, okay, yung mga subscript dapat natin dito magkakapantay. So, therefore, this is now V2 over I2 all over D2 all over, ito na yung main division line bar natin. So, all over V1, I1 over D1. Okay, so therefore, this is now equal to what? So, using ko lang, no? Okay, so therefore, this is now 100, or sorry, P2 over 150 is equal to V2. So, that is 230 times 1,500 all over 100 all over yung ating V1 that is 115 multiplied by I1 that is 1,000 all over 150. So therefore, solve lang natin ito. So what's now your P2 equal to? Okay, nagahang. So this is now x all over 150 is equal to 230 times 1,500 all over 100 all over 115 times 1,000 all over 150. So shift solve for x. So that is 675 megawatts. So that's letter C. Okay. So let's have the last two problems. So for number 93 and 95, 94, this is Diophantine equations and Venn diagram. Okay. So number 93. So a merchant has three items on sale, namely radio for 50 pesos, tapos clock for 30 pesos. So pangalawang item yan. Then a flashlight for 1 peso. Okay, let's say si R na lang is si radio, C si clock, and F natin for flashlight. Okay, so yan yung mga items natin. So at the end of the day, he has sold a total of 100 of the three items and has taken exactly 1,000 on the total sales. How many radios did he sell? Okay? So dito pa lang, meron na tayong magagawang equation. So at the end of the day, he has sold a total of 50 oh sorry, 100 of the three items. So therefore, yung number of radio plus number of lock plus number of flashlight is equal to 100. And this is now your equation number 1. Okay? Yan yung total number niya. 100 items lahat yung nabenta niya. And has taken exactly 1,000 pesos on the total sales. So, ibig sabihin, yung total sales natin ng pinagbentahan niya is 1,000. So, therefore, this is now equal to what? So, yung presyo ni radyo, which is 50 times kung ilan yung nabenta niyang radyo, plus 30 pesos na clock times yung o kung ilang items yung nabenta niyang clock, plus, okay, yung flashlight. So, magkano yon 1 peso na flashlight multiplied by kung ilan yung nabenta niyang flashlight is equal to 1,000. So, this is now your, okay, number 2. Ngayon, ang tinatanong, how many radios did he sell? So, there is an odd question here. Okay? May kakaiba dito sa problem na to. Kasi nga, kulang yung problem natin. So, dalawa lang yung ano dito, equation na nagawa natin. So, kung kulang yung ating equation na pwedeng magawa dito sa problem na to, then this problem is also what we call your Diophantine equation. Okay? So, magkakaroon lang tayo ng Diophantine equations kung kulang yung condition. Okay? Less kasi yung binigay sa atin. So, take note po, 3 equations, 3 unknowns to, pero dalawang equations lang yung nagawa natin. So, ang Diophantine equations can be solved by trial and error. Okay? Ngayon, ang pagkakaalam natin dito sa ano sa mga binili natin is that eto sakto dapat. Kasi wala namang kalahating relo, walang kalahating clock or walang kalahating flashlight, okay? So hindi naman tayo yung ano parang yung sa patalastas ng Vita, 'di ba? Yung sports car, yung red, ang binigay sa kanya is kalahati lang. So, hindi ganon. Okay? So, take note po, dapat sakto. Okay? Sakto dapat yung magiging sagot natin sa radyo. Okay? So, ang gawin na lang natin dito is that i-eliminate yung pwede nating ma-eliminate. Okay? So, eliminate natin si flashlight dito. So, sa pamamagitan ng elimination method. Okay? So, by elimination, so therefore, subtract 2 to 1 or baliktad. So, para mas madali. Hindi tayo mag-ano ng negative. Okay, so this is now subtract 1 to 2. Okay, so therefore, this is now 50R plus 30C plus F is equal to 1,000. Ima-minus natin yung equation number 1. So this is now R plus C plus F is equal to 100. So therefore, this is now equal to what? So 50R over R or 50R minus R is equal to 49R plus 30 minus C. So that is 29C. Then F minus F is cancel na to. Ma-eliminate natin si F. And this is now equal to 900. Okay, so this is equation A. Ngayon, since ang meron lang tayo dito is total amount of radius, so yung choices mo ay radius, so ito yung ito trial and error natin para makakuha tayo ng clock. Okay? Pero dapat, ang makuha dapat natin dito must be exact. Kasi kung hindi sakto yan, ibig sabihin mali na yon. Okay? Take note, ang binebenta natin dito is yung buo na item, hindi yung kalahati na item. Okay? So, sige. Ayun natin. Substitute natin. So, therefore, this is now 29C is equal to 900 minus 49R. So therefore, C now will be equal to 900 minus 49R over 29. Okay, so this is now your equation B at dito na tayo magta-trial and error. So dapat eksakto yung makuha nating clock. Okay, clock must be exact. Okay, try natin si letter A. If R is equal to 16, so dapat sakto yung makuha nating clock dito. So, this is now 900 minus 49x all over 29. So, calc lang natin when your R is 16. Sakto. Okay? Sakto si um, clock dito. So, 4 clock. Pwede. So, possible to. How about si letter B? Okay. Tingnan natin. So, si letter B, 20 radius. Okay? So, 20 radius. Wait lang. Hindi ito yung sagot eh. 4 dapat yan. Wait lang, hindi ko nakopya. Okay? Ayan. So, ito dapat yung kokopyahin ko. Hindi nakopya. Ayan. So, possible to, no? Ayan. Next, sabi naman tayo, when your R is 20. So, calc lang natin, R is 20. So, hindi pwede kasi nga walang negative na clock at wala ring may point something na clock. Okay? So, this is not possible. So, not possible. Letter C tayo. 18 radius. Tingnan natin kung possible. So, calc lang natin. 18 radius. So, possible ba? Hindi. Wala namang 0.62 na clock. Tama po ba? So, hindi pwede. So, this is not possible also. Then lastly, letter D. 24 radius. R is 24. So, calc lang natin. R is 24. Sakto ba? Hindi. So, kapag hindi sakto, so mali na yan. Not possible na yan. So, therefore, ang pwedeng sagot natin dito sa problem na to is letter A only. So, the answer is letter A. 16 radius. Okay, so punta na tayo sa last problem. So, for number 95 or 94, I should say. So, yung problem na yan, it involves Venn diagram. So, when we say Venn diagram, so it shows the total population of your, of your qualitative sampling procedure in your survey. Okay? Ayan. So, na kung saan, pinapakita niya kung sino yung may gusto ng category A, sa category B, sa category C. Okay? Ayan. So, pwedeng ganyan. Pwedeng ganito. Pwedeng ganyan. So, depende sa problem. Okay? So, dito, 3 categories. So, sa first, drawing natin, 3 categories with overlapping. Okay? So, yung gitna, ito, so gusto niya lahat. Okay? Gusto niya yung category 1, category 2, at saka category 3. So, meron rin naman category 1 at saka category 2 lang yung gusto niya. Meron rin namang category 2 at saka category 3 lang yung gusto niya. Or meron rin namang category 1 at saka category 3 yung gusto niya. Okay? At meron ring category 1 lang yung gusto niya, category 2 lang yung gusto niya, or category 3 lang yung gusto niya. Okay? So, as you can see, so pinapakita lahat dun sa Venn diagram kung sino yung may mga gusto ng mga categories na yon. Okay? So, ano lang siya, paraan lang siya ng pagpapakita ng sampling data. Okay? So, dito, two overlapping. So, may dalawang categories lang tayo. So, merong category 1 at saka category 2 gusto niya. Meron ring category 1 lang yung gusto niya. Or merong category 2 lang yung gusto niya. Okay? Ayan. Or meron ring Pangatlo, okay, kayo na yung mag-decide dito kung paano to. Okay? So dito, category 1 at saka category 2 lang yung gusto niya. Or pwede rin to, category 1, category 2 at saka category 3 yung gusto niya. Okay? Ayan. So, walang may gusto ng tatlo. Okay? Dito sa pangatlo. Okay? So, unlike dito, may gusto ng tatlo. So, yan. So, sige. Paano mag-solve ng ganyan? So, ganito lang ang gagawin natin. Okay? So, number 94. May formula tayo dito, no? For this type of diagram or for this type of problem. So, bigay ko na sa inyo yung formula mamaya. Okay? So, sige, number 94. So, in a survey of university students, so 64 had taken mathematics course, 94 had taken chemistry course, and 58 had taken physics course. So, tatlo yung category, mathematics, chemistry, at saka physics. So 28 had taken mathematics and physics, 26 had taken mathematics and chemistry, 22 had taken chemistry and physics course, and 14 had taken all the three courses. So ibig sabihin, meron tayong category 1, 2, and 3 nag-overlap. Okay? So therefore, ganito yung magiging itsura ng Venn diagram natin. Okay? Category 1, category 2, then category 3. Yan. Tapos yung 14 na yan nandito sa gitna. Okay? Yan. So let's say this is math. This is math. This is chemistry and physics. Okay? So 64 had taken mathematics course. Okay. Chemistry, for chemistry, 94. So C, chemistry, 94. Physics, 58. Okay? So ngayon dito may dalawa. Okay? Intersections ang tawag dito. So for the intersections, so mathematics and physics, 28. Um, Tapos mathematics and chemistry is 26. Tapos chemistry and physics, 22. And yung ano natin, yung intersection na math, physics, and chemistry, 14. Okay. Now, how many or find how many had taken one course only? Ibig sabihin, ito, at ito lang yung gusto natin. Okay, hindi natin gusto yung intersections. Ito lang yung gusto natin makuha. So, paano kaya yon? So, meron tayo ditong formula for Venn diagram. Okay, so this is now total population is equal to category 1 plus category 2 plus category 3 tapos ima-minus natin yung intersection. So minus category 1 and category 2 minus category 2 and category 3 minus category 3 and category 1. Tapos ipa-plus natin yung gitna. Okay? So that is category 1, category 2, and category 3. Plus tayo, meron tayong tinatawag na disjunctive population. So, kailan tayo nagkakaroon ng disjunctive population? Kapag meron na hindi nag-take dun sa category 1, category 2, category 3. kung meron man. Okay? So, ito, population did not take C1, C2, or C3. So, ibig sabihin yan, nandito siya sa labas. So, yan yung DJ. Disjunctive population. Okay? So, pero dito sa problem natin, wala namang ganyan. So, therefore, pwede na natin sigurong gamitin itong formula na to para ma-solve yung ating problem. So, take note po, total population is equal to math plus physics plus chemistry minus math and physics minus um, physics and chemistry minus chemistry and math plus math and physics and chemistry. So wala tayong disjunctive population, so this is 0. Okay? So kunin muna natin yung total population. So therefore, this is now equal to, okay, yung ating ano dito. So yan yung formula natin, no? Okay? For the whole. But since ang gusto lang naman natin dito is yung one course only, so ang gagawin lang natin dito is this, okay? Wait lang, nawala. Okay. So dito 14, di ba? Okay? So ima-minus natin to, ima-minus natin to, ma-minus natin to. Okay? So therefore, yung math na natin is equal to what? 64 yung sa math. Okay? So math only. Lagay natin, math only. So this is now equal to 64 yung buo. Yung buong to, 64. Ima-minus natin yan sa intersections. Okay? So intersections ng math and physics at saka math and chemistry. So that is math and chemistry 26. Pero ima-minus rin natin dito yung lahat sila. Kasi kasama ito dun sa ano, kasama yun dun sa buo. Tapos yung ito, kasama rin yan sa buo. So therefore, 26 minus 14 plus 28 minus 14. Tapos ima-minus pa natin yung 14. Okay? So therefore, the math only is what? So 64 minus 26 minus 14 plus 28 minus 14 minus 14. So therefore, this is now, math only is 24. So ganun lang rin sa ano, sa chemistry. So yung total ng chemistry, yung buong to, is 94. So minus natin yung mga intersections. So this is now, Chemistry and Math, 26. Minus natin yan sa 14. Plus Chemistry and Physics, 22. Minus natin yan sa 14. Then, i-minus natin yan sa 14. So, therefore, what's now your chemistry? So, 94. So, ito 26 minus ano. Tapos ito, palitan lang natin to ng 22. So, therefore, this is now 60. So, chemistry only is 60. Now, punta tayo sa physics only. So, ang gusto lang natin dito is ito, yung one category lang. So, this is now, yung buo, 58 minus the quantity, okay. Chemistry and Physics, 22 minus 14 plus Math and Physics, that is 28 minus 14 minus 14. Okay, so therefore this is now equal to what? So 58 minus 22 minus 14 plus 28 minus 14 minus 14. So therefore, yung total population of a one courser only is equal to 24 plus 60 plus 22. So medyo mahirap yung problem natin dito, no? Okay? Kasi isang problem lang to. So maganda sana kung marami. So the total is 106. So etong mga one coursers natin dito, ito at saka to at saka to. So that is 106. So hindi kasama yung ito, 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 at saka to. Okay? So, letter B. So, tapos na po yung ating lecture for algebra. So, naway sana may natutunan kayo. So, up next po is trigonometry.